day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mills. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. To throw, Mills. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Brownsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Tackled by Jonathan Grenard.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Ready, set. Warrior 70. 18, Pioneer. Dragon 60.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Mills. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st and 10, Mills. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play fake, Mills. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last line by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. To throw again on second down. Mills. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. Down inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. J.K. Dobbins with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What, 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. First down, Mills. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Through one quarter, 14-7. Ours. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Mills. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. They go play action. Mills. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here we go.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2nd down and goal. Mills rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
19 right.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Out to his left. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
His height, that's exactly what you want to put it for. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
And this one is no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And this is Cook with the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The Browns had 10-3 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Trap 60, trap 60.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 9,
Hurts. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Lead alert, lead alert. Ready.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Mills on 1st down. Quick slant complete to Howard.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first down throw for Mills.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Check smash, check smash.
They'll run with Cook. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second and goal from the 1. The carry here for the big tight end. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Come on.
Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop.
Come 19. Come 19.
Hurts. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Mills. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
And they're pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 2020.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking...
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 18, Pioneer. Dragon 60.
Throwing is Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kenneth Murray able to record his 5th sack of the season. York able to send this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Throwing, Mills. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. 30, the 20, 10, 5. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. York now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Glenn Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
They run the counter with Cook. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 21.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins to about the 23.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Mills.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. Oh, what a move. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And yet again, it's Howard with a catch.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first and 10, Mills. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Looking to throw is Mills.
And my goodness, another interception.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 2nd down, Cook. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
46 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
York able to send this one through,
and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And finally out of bounds, so he doesn't take it the distance, all but 5 yards shy of the end zone. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They go play action with Hurts.
Rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hand.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Mills going to throw for it.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You get it tucked
as we speak.
Points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security.
And oh, he coughed it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. On play action, Mills.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 75 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try to chip away at his timing.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Here's Smith to return it.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Here's Mills.
He's going to let it fly. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Texans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. They're going to try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go now. Go, Reed, go.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mills back to throw.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mills looking to throw it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to... And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 in